What is the funniest family tradition you ended? So, I have a tradition of making tooth fairy pillows for my friends and family when someone is pregnant. I embroider a fancy crest on it with the child's initials in the center. One of my cousins announced she and her husband were pregnant, online, and of course, I was so excited for her. I messaged her and asked if she wanted me to make a pillow for her baby, and she said yes. I told her I could make it now or wait until the baby is born and make it then. I always give people the option to keep the name a surprise. She wanted me to make it now so that she could show it to her in-laws, as the baby name was going to have significance to her husband's family. Well, this is where it gets awkward. She told me the name, and it's a lovely name, however. The first name starts with an A, the middle name starts with a S, and their last name, also a S. I asked her if she really wanted me to embroider that on a pillow. She video called me at that moment, laughing hysterically, saying she didn't even realize, and that she was going to talk to her husband about it and to hold off. I go about my business thinking, phew, bullet dodged for that kid, and that she and her husband would get a good laugh out of their almost mistake. Nope. A couple hours later, her husband called me and laid into me about how the name chosen was special, and I was trying to turn it crass and making juvenile jokes out of something that was so meaningful to his family. He said a lot, but that was the gist of it. He told me I was an ass, and that he didn't want my stupid pillow, and told me to stay away from his family, as I clearly had no respect for them. I honestly didn't realize it would be that big of a problem. I just didn't want to embroider profanity on a pillow, not for a baby anyway. His reaction has me wondering if maybe my mind is in the gutter, and I'm the only one who has a problem with it. So, AITA, info. For those who've asked if I could just do one or the first and last initial, I have no issue. My cousin wanted all three because of the special meaning to her in-laws, until I pointed out the spelling. Update. Okay, so before I could decide what to do, my cousin and her husband called. Well, he is an ASS too, the third to be precise. He always went by his middle name, so I didn't know. He's been getting a lot of pressure from his parents to carry on the family tradition for his unborn son. He apparently was also bullied a lot in school for his initials. He was actually really sorry for going off on me. I guess my cousin called him, laughing about it, and he didn't want to get mad at her, so he redirected to me, the messenger. A straw that broke the camel's back kind of situation. He admitted he's got some issues to work through, but he gave me a proper, and I feel, sincere apology. And my cousin has promised me some of my favorite chocolate is on the way to my house as we speak. I'm relieved, because I didn't want family functions to become awkward, nor did either of us want the wrath of our grandma to befall the cousin's husband. They've been discussing it, and they're going to go with a name they actually like, rather than making their son an ASS. They did ask nicely if we would still make the pillow, but after the kiddo is born so his dad won't have a pre-warning, the kiddo won't also be an ASS. And they have the whole name to figure out again too. I will make them a pillow. After the chocolate arrives, LOL.